Have you ever dealt with the shipping difficulties when ordering a snake online? That's what happened to me. If you remember me talking about the corn snakes that I was expecting to get this past week on Thursday, I was supposed to get both of them on Thursday at the local FedEx ship center near my house. There was a male and a female. The female was from one breeder, the male was from another breeder. And I had gotten all of the information with tracking and everything about the female on time, and I knew she was going to be shipped, but I hadn't heard anything about what was going on with the male. So I was freaking out. I was emailing the breeder. I was talking to them through Morph Market, and it was also because the Morph Market messages also go to my email. I don't know if it's how it works with y'all. I was doing that, and I had done maybe 2 or 3 messages because I just wasn't hearing anything. It was the night before I was supposed to pick them both up on a Thursday, and I just didn't hear anything, and I was freaking out, not understanding what was going on. And what happened with that is they did answer me, but it went to my spam folder in my email. So I had no idea. I never check my spam folder because usually I don't have this issue. But when I found the message, it basically was a group message to everybody that had ordered from this person on Monday, saying that they couldn't ship any snakes this week because up north the temperatures had dipped from where they're at, and it was just too dangerous to try and ship any snakes this week or last week, so they're gonna have to wait till next week. So I got that squared away, and so I knew that I was only going to be expecting to get the female on Thursday. So I'm all set to go get the female. Usually they're there, the ship center opens at 8:30 in the morning, and I'm there and I pick them up and I'm out of there by 9 or 9:30. And this time apparently she was stuck on a plane in Texas, not Texas, Tennessee. I meant to say Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. So it ends up updating when I get there and saying that it's stuck. So I tell them the tracking number and everything anyway, and I say, okay, well, I'll just come back later or something. Hopefully she still gets here today. And they were like, yeah, she's stuck on a plane in Memphis. It's delayed. And so when I get back home, the tracking updates again, and it says that I won't be able to get her until Friday morning. So I'm freaking out because I'm worried about her being in a box for 2 nights in a row because, overnight shipping is supposed to be 1 night. I never had this happen before. And it just made me worry about her because I was worried about her getting too cold. I'm sitting here thinking, I just have anxiety because I just want her to be okay. Because yes, I am... I bought her to breed her, but I still care about her. I care about all my animals, whether I breed any of them or not. So I was very anxious to make sure she was okay and to be able to get her and everything like that. Friday morning, I go to get her, and it takes 30 minutes to even get her. She had already been there. The Birmingham distribution center, I got a notification on Thursday saying that she had arrived at the Birmingham distribution center at 1:03 p.m. So I called over there and I said, well, is there not any way they can still get her to the FedEx ship center? Because the FedEx ship center in Irondale by my house closes at 8 p.m. So I could still go get her today. They said that it had to do with sorting packages, and that even though she was already there and not very far away from the ship center that I was going to get her from, that they had to basically cut off everything for the rest of the day, and that I wouldn't be able to get her until Friday. I'm sitting here okay, well, she's in Birmingham. I guess at least she'll be there first thing in the morning. So I go, and I'm the first person in there when they open at 8:30. And it takes until 9 o'clock for me to even get her because even though she had already been there, she was there before I got there, I had to sit there and wait because things they're always delayed. And so I finally get her, and then it takes me 20-something minutes to get home, and I open the box, and thank goodness she's okay, but she's extremely cold. She had a cold pack in there. And as soon as I opened the bag, she was just looking up at me please get me out. But I got her out, and I went to go slowly warm her up, and I told the breeder she was okay. And, you know, got her sort of acclimated or whatever, and she was completely fine after that. And you guys have seen the picture and the video of her on Instagram. She's absolutely beautiful. She's a salmon snow proven female that was born, I think it said 2017, so she's about 4 years old. And the male, he's older than her, so he's the one I'm supposed to be getting next week. But I'm just glad that she was okay, and it really did freak me out and scare me because I've never had this happen with a snake before. I've had snakes delivered to my front porch, and I've also had snakes that I've gone to get at the FedEx ship center, and every time, you know, even if there was a delay, I still got them the very next day, like it was an overnight deal. And this was the first time that it literally took like 2 days to get her, or to get the snake, and it just gave me a lot of anxiety. And it was nobody's, you know, fault that the plane got delayed. I mean, just things happen. So I mean, it wasn't the breeder's fault. I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't like I waited too late to go get her. It's just what happened. And so, have you guys ever had anything weird happen when you've been ordering snakes? Because I wanted to do an unboxing video. That was my plan. I wanted to do a really cool unboxing video with both of them because I was supposed to get both of them the same day. But because of what happened and because of how stressed she had to be from that whole ordeal and how she was really cold and everything like that. And I know she's a corn snake and they're very hardy and they can withstand a lot of different temperatures. I still was worried about her. You know, because she is a snake, she is a reptile. I didn't want to do an unboxing because I just felt like it wasn't the normal, relaxed, expected situation that I normally have when I order a snake. It was a very stressful, anxiety-ridden situation, and so I decided not to do that because I wanted to just worry about her and get her acclimated, get her warmed up a little bit, get her comfortable, because I just wanted to make sure she was okay. So that's why I didn't do an unboxing video, and that this week's video is unfortunately pretty boring. Things happen. You know, you'll have plans for your next video, and then you might have to change it, or you might have to delay the video, or you know, you may have to talk about something else because you never know what's going to happen. But it definitely, you know, it gave me a perspective on how to deal with something like that in the event that, you know, we had baby snakes in the future that we might ship to someone. It's, you know, it's a good eye-opener to realize that, hey, you know what, sometimes things can be out of your control, and sometimes things can happen that are unexpected, and you have to just try and do your best as the customer, if you're the one buying the snake, or as the breeder, the one sending the snake. You have to do your best to try and just be professional and do the best by the animal, and just do your part to make sure the animal gets where it needs to go. Okay, but I think, you know, the moral to the story, or the point to what I'm saying is, you know, things happen and you just have to know how to handle them. That's all. Ended up getting her. She's completely okay. She's beautiful. I'm excited for the future, and I'm so ready to get the male. Hopefully when I get him, things will go like they normally go, and I can do an unboxing with him. If not, I'll still show him to you in the next video. I haven't really decided on his name. I know for the female, if you saw on Instagram, I decided to name her Rosalie. Her name was Scarlet, which is still a good name, but I just really was stuck on Rosalie because she's this beautiful pink color, and it just reminds me of a rose. The male Tessera corn snake that I told you about, he's het for a lot of different things. He is really bright orange, and his name is Dane. That's the name that they gave him. I don't know what I might change it to or not. Let me know down in the comments below if you like the name Dane, or if you think I should change it, and leave me some suggestions as to what I should pick if you think I should change it. But I'm definitely excited to get those two paired up not long from now, once they get settled in and quarantined, and make sure that, you know, they're healthy and everything like that. As it is currently corn snake breeding season, I don't really know as far as year-round breeding how many people like to do that instead of doing it seasonally. So hopefully we'll get some babies, and it will be our very first clutch of babies here at Magic City Morphs. If not, then we look forward to working with the ball pythons within the next season. So we'll see what goes on with that. If you looked on Instagram, you probably saw how I did a recent weigh-in of Zahara, and she weighs, I think it was 1,540 grams, and so she definitely weighs enough now to breed. So we have 2 females now that are over 1,500 grams, and we have 2 males that are over 700 grams, and one of those males is proven. He's just still off food, so we have not paired him anymore with Priya because they've already been paired 3 times. She never laid, so we're just kind of letting both of them take a rest because she's still not back on food either. So we're still excited for the next time, the next round, the next season. Hopefully that will work out a lot better, but I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what happened with the corn snake situation, because in the previous video from last week I did the tub setup for them. So that's what ended up happening, but I definitely look forward to seeing you guys next week. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And also, please follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. Our name is @magic_city_morphs. See you next time.